Nigeria has officially come aboard the Chinese One Belt, One Road initiative aimed at promoting market integration between African, European and Asian countries. The Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Nigeria held a forum to discuss the road initiative and production capacity cooperation between China and Nigeria. Correspondent Susan Wodo reports. The Nigerian and Chinese government have a long-standing history of bilateral trade and strategic collaboration, which has grown stronger with the recent investment of the Chinese government in Nigeria. Pushing the bilateral relationship further, both countries stepped up the collaborations with the signing of a memorandum of understanding to formulate the One Belt, One Road initiative. Top officials of both countries further organized a meeting in Lagos to discuss ways the memorandum can be beneficial to both countries.
We achieved a lot. So that is the BRI spirit. As I said, BRI, by promoting BRI cooperation, we are not reinventing the wheels. It is an open platform for cooperation. And we can see during the past years how much we have achieved in our bilateral cooperations.
Some vice chancellors who were present at the event appreciated the support of the Chinese government in the education sector, urging the Chinese delegates to have a more visible presence in the education sector in Nigeria.
We have also witnessed increased cooperation in the areas of science, education, and health. More importantly, the number of Nigerian students, inclusive of our students, that is University of Lagos students, which is pride as the university of first choice at the nation's pride. They have studied in China. Notwithstanding the emerging fears and criticism, we at the University of Lagos have faith in the 5 goals of the Belt and Road Initiative, particularly in people-to-people bonds.
In order to optimize both our training as well as to create the opportunity for Nigerian youth to access knowledge, improve themselves, and also have the required visibility as well as mobility.
The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, underscores the importance of harnessing the power of partnership with China, particularly in the area of education and its benefits to both Nigeria and the state.
And so for us in Edo State, we're focusing more on education, restructuring our basic education system to give people knowledge, to give people confidence that they can make it on their own if they have the right skills. So in a sense, I'll say we've made tremendous progress. We've taking the problems from under the carpet. You know, in the past, nobody wanted to talk about it. It was all spoken about in hush-hush terms. We put the issue on the table, and we're dealing with the issue on the table. And, that way we're making progress.
On the part of the Director General of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Muda Yusuf, the memorandum is timely and will lead to mutual prosperity for both China and Nigeria.
Infrastructure is a major problem for this economy, and indeed it's a major problem for many of the African economies. And the BRI, which is the Belt and Road Initiative, is making a very significant intervention in infrastructure. And the private sector is going to benefit tremendously from that. Productivity is likely to improve as a result of development in infrastructure. Competitiveness is likely to improve. The capacity of the private sector to also create jobs is likely to improve. The capacity of the private sector to contribute to the achievement of the economic recovery and growth plan is also likely to improve. So the impact will be tremendous given the strategic role of infrastructure in the economic development of our country.
The event further rounded off with a grand reception to commemorate the 2019 Chinese Lunar Year. Honorary credentials were also presented to stakeholders, investors, heads of diplomatic missions, and other invited guests.